Greetings there, my fellow Eldritch Guards. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Anomaly Eldritch Guards. Episode 91, Awaken the Void. I could imagine a situation where we need another source of plasteel, so I wouldn't mind, while we wait for the trade caravans, to continue scanning the ground pan to see if we can't find plasteel closer to the base, because the only plasteel that we know of is way up here, and this plasteel is not going to be mineable during the big fight. Oh, there's plasteel here, but again, same issue, it's too far. Where are they? They're going here to trade? That's so weird. So pretty much all of the silver that we had out there has been hauled in. Ink's working on the new bridge. So it just keeps burning down from lightning strikes. We have 95 spare components. Man, that's quite a lot. So you all mentioned that I might want more Neutrimium. They're not selling it, but I'll be able to buy that off of the exotic goods trader that's coming in. Let's see. Unfortunately, there really isn't anything I need to buy. Making trade kind of boring. I could turn the shield cores into low shield packs. That'd be smart. I'll buy some EMP shells. In case I have mechs to fight. Buy some fire foam too. It doesn't hurt to have it, I think. And then we'll balance the trade with corsets. And then gift some extra corsets so that they like us. 97. Looks pretty good to me. Wow, that's quite a list. All right, so we did have the materials for 2 low shield packs. Low shield packs are not that useful against void entities because almost all the void entities other than the Gore Hulks are like melee, not ranged. But you never know. I might get attacked by regular enemies, you know, by gunners or something. So I'll make them anyway. I'm gonna, like, triple up some of the walls and stuff so that it's harder to just, like, waltz through and shorten the time it takes to get to the entryway. Also, it looks like some of my home zone is wrong and outdated. But not very much of it. There are a lot of corpses that could potentially come back to life, sure. But a few shamblers here or there that are like temporarily raised is not a big threat to our colony. So while I don't necessarily disagree with you, I also don't think it's all that detrimental to have some extra temporary shamblers shamble up. So wait, that was the caravan that just arrived is not the caravan that I was waiting for, that I had called in. So we're still waiting on the exotic goods, shaman, and imperial caravans I rang. At this point, we're just waiting on those caravans and hauling in as much corn as we can while we wait for them. Oh, there was talks there. Oh, but damn. I haven't opened the pollution overlay in a while. Yeah, so there was just one little spot of pollution in that. What it does mean is if they're doing cleaning tasks, almost everything else is done. You only really do cleaning tasks when you've nothing left to do. Look at that stockpile. We are stocked. And then the new cave pits back here are illuminated, so they're not a vulnerability for our base. Awesome. Some rain to wash away all the combat blood. And we could provoke the void again, but there's nothing to provoke them about. We already have full knowledge of their codex, so that wouldn't help. Alright, here comes the caravans. So this is the last trade chance. So we'll head to the exotic goods first. You guys had mentioned potentially getting some extra Neutroamine. I could buy the Glitter World. Oh, wow. They're selling so many of the Archite Gene Packs. I'm actually rather surprised. These guys actually didn't really have very much to buy. I guess another Soother couldn't hurt. That's one, and I'm gonna gift what's 16 worth of rep. Oh no, they're not even interested in what I have, so let's dismiss. Go to the next one. Buy and dismiss. So this is the Imperial trade. Buy more Glitter World meds. Sell some broken locust armor. Some shredded corsets. And that's about it. And we're full rep, which is surprising, because didn't I ask them to arrive? But yeah, no, I donated the last caravan. I forgot to dismiss them, I'll do that in a second. And then this is the Shaman Merchant, and surprisingly enough, these guys have the Neutroamine, which I'll buy. Also buy the few herbal meds that they had on them. I don't think I'm going to need an animal pulsar, because there's not a lot of animals on this map tile, but they do have lances. So now, we just want... There's a few different things that we want to do. We want to haul in the things that I just bought, and then do a pleasure pulse. So I'm going to have Sea Panda... Oh, and I need to take off this Grenadier armor. I just realized. So the non-Eltex will not include Gren armor, because I want them to put their Locust armor back on. So we might actually have to manufacture some Locust armor before we really trigger things, because I just realized that Fred and Red both put on Locust armor, and they probably shouldn't have that stuff on. Now, I could definitely understand the argument of, like, maybe we shouldn't use Void Entity for Pleasure Pulse. But I'm doing it anyway. So it's 13 days of it. Not very long. I think most of the important stuff that we wanted out of the trade caravans have already been hauled. We have 5k corn, so I'm not too worried about getting more corn. Insanity weaponry just got done, so we can turn off the study for all of the entities over here. I still want to study the Nicaeosphere, but everything else we can stop. And what is the mood boost here? Pleasure pulse is 14? Okay. Not nothing. Some of the doors that we have forced open, I'm probably going to want to close, just so that we're a little bit more secure. But I think we're all set. Yeah, we have a very good stockpile of meat, of chem fuel, of steel, and plasteel, and bioferrite. I think we need maybe one more locust armor, but that's not a very high barrier to meet. Our shells look good. Our components look good. I never ended up getting around for the prestige cataphract armor for Sea Panda, but I don't think I'm going to need it. So I'm not going to bother. Yeah. Are we studying you? No, we're suppressing the, okay. Cool. Shake and Bake, thank you for the reset. Alright, I think I'm going to save right now. Just as like a backup save. Put the mechs behind the walls. Put everyone else behind the walls. And have Sea Panda. Oh, well, once Sea Panda wakes up, I'll have Sea Panda awaken the monolith. So we're getting ready to go. Awakening the monolith will engulf your colony in darkness for days and attract powerful entities. Make sure you are well prepared. Stockpile food, building materials, and weapons. Make sure your colony is well lit and has ample power. Avoid relying on solar generators. Ensure your colony is well defended and your colonists are ready to fight. I have done all these things. So I am triggering it. Hey, Swanky, I want you over here. I mean, if you're idle anyway. Oh, the other thing I meant to do is to reassess Daedora's... No, actually Daedora's about the same. Even as changing bio. Crafting, medical, intellectual. Okay. Monolith is active. Current priority, destroy the void. The sky darkens, and a malevolent hum fills the air. The monolith has begun to awaken. Your actions have attracted the attention of something beyond human understanding. Soon, structures of the void will begin manifesting in this reality, activating the arriving void structures to fully awaken the monolith. The first wave will appear shortly. Prepare yourself. Void structures. So we have one void structure here, and one a little bit further out east here. Coming in. And they are metal horrors. And flesh beast tunneling. So we've got a flesh beast coming up in the middle of our farm. So Sea Panda I want you to change the pathing for it so that it can get out. Actually, yeah, I'm going to have you change the pathing for it, but not in the way I just queued up. So the other flesh beasts, one is up north in this area, one is here. I'm hoping they spawn left and not like in the gap walls. One is on the other side of this door, and then 2 in this courtyardy area. Got it. I'm going to be red for this fight. So we need to activate these void structures and defeat the metal horrors guarding it in order to progress. And this is what I was trying to avoid, is void beasts being stuck. Because when they're stuck, they destroy stuff. Did I forget the Inspire speech? No, I didn't. Looking at our current moods, we didn't need it. So anytime you do a speech, there's a chance for it to backfire and for it to be a net negative. So I decided, given that everybody's like over the moon and very happy, that there's not much need to do anything like that right now. So, it's not that I forgot. Alright, so here I have deconstructed this wall so that these monsters have a valid path. Oh, I don't know what Jobro's doing. You guys stay in. Jobro is going to have to be probably sacrificed, but they have a valid path to get to the base now. So the behind the walls is no longer going to include the cornfields. And C-Pan is a little bit marooned at the moment, but he has invisibility or far skip, so he should be able to get back if it needs to. And then the void monsters are coming into the base, and I am preparing the red carpet for them. So Jobro is disabled, but not destroyed. Mikas, I need you up here so that I can instruct the mechs to stand. I mean, I could zone them, but instruct the mechs to stand where I want them to stand. And yeah, it's quite the swarm of monsters that come in. So once this first wave gets destroyed, I would like to fix this section before going any further. Also, not part of the home zone now. I don't want anyone fighting those fires. I think for this fight, I'm going to have Zaleb just camp this door so they can't get any further. And then all I really need to do is to figure out how to get C-Panda back in. And I think the best way for me to do that is to invisible and jump. Oh, wow. Okay. The pit up-burrowed to the point where it deinstalled the floodlight, which is kind of funny. And I'm also surprised that these monsters haven't bothered to destroy that detector. So I'm carrying Jobro to safety so that Mikas can repair him and get him ready. Cool. Mikas repair. Additionally, That's not what I meant to do. I'm going to schedule everyone to recreate. So mood is as high as possible, because mood problems are going to be just as much a problem for us as anything else. Okay, no, they are coming for the proximity detector. Okay, I'm going to build a replacement proximity detector here now that that one's compromised, because this whole area is compromised. So there's a valid path into our base. It's just a harrowing path that the enemies aren't going to be able to easily traverse. Perfect. Well, so far so good. This bulb freak doesn't seem to be able to figure out how to get to us. Alright. I think one thing that I might be able to do to clear out the enemies that exist right now is to summon a threat. So I'm going to summon a Diabolus threat. Because there's a lot of, there's a bunch of metal horrors and other flesh beasts out there that would be able to neutralize the enemies without me having to really do anything, which is ideal. And some of these flesh beasts are now getting all the way in, which is totally fine. Alright, Diabolus just touched down, and they're going to go on their war campaign. So, what I could do is to have Zaleb close the door, because now there's valid targets, and I don't need my mechs to offer themselves up as targets. So this door is now closed, and the mechs, as a result, should go around purging all the flesh beasts and metal horrors. While my colony is totally idle. Even though I don't think it is necessarily going to work out, there's a 79% chance that it's a good speech, so I'll try it. We have a bunch of idle people in the base not doing anything because we're on lockdown, so might as well give it a go. And then after the speech, my plan is to build this wall and then replace the things that got broken from the pit burrow up tunneling. But this is a perfect example of why I reduce the footprint of the base, because previously these three holes would have been inside the base, this void structure would have been inside the base, but in reducing the footprint of the base, they're not, which means that I'm a lot less vulnerable to, like, you know, backdoor or tunneling attacks than I was before. And it was encouraging. Not inspirational, but could have been worse. Yeah, I think everyone's mood's like basically 100% right now. They've been in a gorgeous environment. They are psychic harmony with Sea Panda, pleasure pulsed. About as happy as they could be. One Diabolus is almost already dead. And then these Diaboluses are going to go against the metal horrors, and that should make it weaken everything. And I have double walls so that if the attacks do splash through the wall, it won't open me up to being messed with so quickly. And there goes the other Diabolus. So if the metal horrors end up winning, I'm going to want to reopen this door, so that the metal horrors that are bound to that activation site have a valid path into the base. Yeah, so I'm going to open this door now with Zleb. Alright, shooters, I'm sorry to do this. I would have loved for you to have the opportunity to do more sleep. So some of the metal horrors couldn't necessarily find pathing, so they're smashing instead. But most of the metal horrors are coming through the maze, and we will put a little campaign together to kill the remaining metal horrors before they break holes. So there's some holes being punched in, and we can patch those holes. But the double walling stopped them from gaining access to the base from just breaking one hole. So there's a hole there, hole there, hole there, and then there will be a hole here. This one's a little bit more annoying because this door is open. That's an auto door, so honestly it could be closed. Maybe I can have Ink try to out-repair. No, it's going faster than I am. Okay. Alright, so 3 metal horrors there, 1 there, 1 there. So 5 total, I think? And that hole's patched. Let's change the behind the walls to not include this area, so that's not a valid spot for anyone to be in, because they're trying to clean it or whatever, and that's, like, kind of dangerous. So, the metal horrors that are left. 2 metal horrors. I think putting together the full squad to exit the base and activate the first Noctilith, or whatever they are, void structure, is called for now. And then we're also going to want to reset the base. So, Ink, you're the only one that's not going to be included in this. I want you to come down here and build this wall, as that wall is important to have back. So everybody but Ink is going to be part of this attack. We're also going to want to flip-flop the... Or you know what? I might not do it right now, because we probably want to get the maze back. Because we're not being time pressured at the moment, so we want to get the maze back before doing that. So I'm going to unrestrict everybody and try to get the fire maze going. Time is slowing down because of what? Oh, because a metal horror is coming up on us. Alright, let's smash it to death. Yeah. You don't hold a candle to me, sorry, bud. So one of the void structures is completely devoid of metal horrors, so we can activate that when we need to. Some damage to the walls here that I just fixed. And we'll get that straw matted so that it can burn another wave before we activate. Now that this wall has been fixed, let's collapse the pit and add this to the behind the wall zone, because now this is safe again. Sort of safe again. And with how happy they all are, maybe I'll put them on a schedule more like this, so that there's constructors that are actually doing the refloor. Noceosphere. By studying how this Noceosphere, you've learned how to intentionally activate it. Hey Guero, you're closest. Let's send the Noceosphere out to the other metal horrors. Might as well, right? I don't see why not. And then Sea Panda, because you're close by, I'm going to have you flip-flop the doors that are active. So that the fire maze that is currently working is the one that is floored up. So here's the Sphere, trying to kill the metal horrors. It jumps around and then nukes. Very dangerous foe. It's doing a lot of damage to the horrors, which is great. And it got defeated. It died. That's not necessarily a bad thing. The next thing I want to do, which might seem a little crazy, but probably not too crazy, is execute all of the entities that I have in holding, because I don't want these entities backstabbing me and trying to break out while I'm dealing with a swarm of entities that are attacking me actively. So it's going to be my best benefit to neutralize them all. Just execute them. And we do have more metal horrors coming, so I am going to rally my shooters to defend and get the ones that are paving out of there. I'm gonna have Scotia and Ink just like, wait a minute. It's not exactly safe to come out at the at present. Although they're holding their own. Oh, Theodora has dementia. I'd be worried, but she's deathless, so it would take a lot to have her perish. So I'm not too worried about that. And I've just sent Ink back to, oh, you know what? Is Sea Panda here? Yeah, Sea Panda. Hey, can you repair this wall? Ink's repaving in the middle of this. Why not? I'm also going to have them start to haul away the materials. And I'm going to close this door behind so that Ink can't get ambushed. While he's working. How many more metal horrors are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Although this one is probably incapacitated. Yeah, it's incapacitated. So 3. Not too many. It's very manageable. I'm going to micromanage Ink so he doesn't get himself in trouble while I'm waiting to kill the rest of the metal horrors. By removing the burnt hay. So he doesn't come in under attack anywhere else. all but one of our captured people are executed. It also looks like I'm going to need to fire up the bioferrite generators because we aren't generating enough power. So I'm going to turn off the atmospheric heaters and turn on the bioferrite generators so that we have plenty of power for our defenses. Alright, now I think there's only one more metal horror coming in. Not too bad. How's our power grid? 9k watts in excess? Okay, we're doing just fine. Oh, that was fortuitous timing. So these bots... I'm gonna give him access to the recharger. Because, like, Zaleb, for instance, I think needs to be recharged. But that wave is done. So what I want to do is I want to repave the fire trap, and then once it's repaved, I'll activate the first void structure. But the guards for the void structures are already taken care of, which is awesome. So there's no guards here, no guards here. That worked out quite well. And occasionally there's, like, an enemy that comes into the base. But that's exactly why I have the mechs sitting where they're sitting. Permanent Guardians. It's very, very effective. The ambient temperature is going to drop quite a bit. Probably to the point where we're not going to be able to farm. Because I don't have atmo heaters on anymore. It's totally fine. Another thing to potentially try to get is the signal chips. I wouldn't mind grabbing a few free signal chips from that. Oh, you are coming the wrong direction. My brawlers aren't to be messed with easily. In fact, Scotia, hang out here. Gore Hulks are particularly weak against melee. So getting to this void structure is not that hard. The other one's a little bit harder because it's further out and guarded a little bit, but with everybody drafted, it wouldn't be much of an issue at all. And we're just a few hay tiles away from being done. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Anomaly Eldritch Guards, which originally streamed live on Twitch, August 4th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow guardsmen.